Jason Lee Podcast.
Welcome back to our new episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. That's because we saved another week and tariffs have not been added to flower petals. You can get a tariff. You can get a tariff. Everybody can get tariffs. And those of you watching that don't know what they are, you're the reason why we got them. Because you probably didn't vote. This world is upside down. I am in therapy, so I am actively happy with myself and the world that I live in. I am not subscribing to the pain that all of you are going through on social media. People are having a meltdown every time I log in. Oh my God, oh, doom and gloom. Well, guess what? Go lay down, pull the cover over your head, and don't go outside today. I'm happy. I refuse to be unhappy. I'm going to be happy for 4 more years. I'm going to keep educating people, and I'm going to make sure Stockton is good. But the rest of you all, you're all pretty much doom and gloom. The world's over for you. Anyway, we survived another week. Marina's not here. She's off dealing with personal issues, but unfortunately, Rob is.
You know you love it.
I don't. Rob has this new sassiness about him. I tell you, and I'm only going to share this brief bit. Now, do I want to share the story? What I will say is don't take all your friends around all your situations. You know how you just met that guy or that girl and you feeling her and then you like, you know what, come hang out with me and my friends. And then you bring that one friend who has a loose lip and we know how loose they could get, who has no problem running their mouth. Or you get a new job and you want to tell everybody about it, but you haven't been confirmed yet. So you tell that one friend who you know is going to get on the phone and tell everybody. There's just some friends you do not bring into situations, and I have found out that Rob is now one of those people.
Oh, God. Don't be upset because people fall in love with me.
First of all, you need to get a piece of toilet paper and wipe your lips off because they're a little greasy.
It's the Fenty.
Right at whatever. Rob and I, we're being nice nasty to one another because the other night I took a friend to dinner. I took Rihanna to dinner, and I invited him and all my other friends, and I know she watches the show. Hey, Riri. So this is for her. And Rob took it upon himself to drink a little too much wine. And just like, I was going to call you a messy bottom, but I'm not going to.
Oh, God.
Made a mess everywhere. Just running his lamb chop mouth. And I'll just say this. We're not going to get into the topic, and I control the edit here on the show. We're not going to get into the topic because there are some things that don't need to be shared. But what I will say is if I shared with you what was discussed and what was used as a weapon against me at the dinner with my friend amongst all my other friends, just know Rob would not be sitting at this table. I'm sure if he was your friend, you would not. You don't know how to behave.
Oh, my God. So you weaponized every story from our days before this against me at the table, and I just shared one little piece of information that I didn't even know I was sharing that they didn't have.
First of all, what I don't like about everything, so when I am around certain individuals, we won't say any more names, but when I'm around certain individuals, it's really just about me and them. It ain't about anything else. It's not about my job, their job. It's just, we just vibing and we hanging out, and everybody knows I love certain people. I'm not saying certain people's name anymore. Rob walks in with Fenty shoes on. Let's just start with that. Then he pulls out his Fenty lipstick. Then he's talking about his Fenty skin. You know, doing the epitome of doing too much. We get it. We love her. I love her too. But I intentionally didn't even wear that cologne that night because I just wanted to be weird. You come in cologne on, shoes on, lip gloss on. You thought you were getting a Fenty deal, and you took it as an opportunity to take a dig at me.
Oh, God. Can we really tell what happened?
No. Okay, it's time for the
No, not that.
Okay, fine. I'll let you go ahead. Say your part.
I was wearing those Fenty shoes when you called me to come to dinner. I did not intentionally put on Fenty shoes to wear to see Rihanna.
I was blowing up Rob all night. Now, I'll text Rob and be like, what are you doing? Oh, I need a break. I've been at work all day. I'm a boxing. I'm not coming. I was like, where you at? I'm in West Hollywood having pizza by myself. Okay, I'm having a dinner with Rihanna. I'm on my way. Oh, God. He was plotting the whole time. He plotted the whole time to get there and use it as an opportunity to try to take me down. But you know what? It's all good because the God that I serve, I was ready for the fight. And what I know now is I'm at a disadvantage still because I can't even tell you what we were fighting over. But what I will say is I pride myself in never getting caught slipping. I don't get caught slipping. You can't catch me slipping. These hoes caught me slipping. The slippage is real. The slippage is just like all the weight falling off of Lizzo. It's real and evident. But you know what? It's all good. Hey, Lizzo, you look good, by the way.
Good.
Good. You look good. I'm going to pay you back.
And we wanted to come to the...
I'm going to pay you back, bitch. Now roll it. You're a sassy little bitch.
God.
But you know, I will say one thing though that was interesting from that dinner that I won't get into. We're not going to talk about the dinner. The dinner was hours. Was one. I love that she let me bring all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I brought all my friends. We took her to dinner. I also love the fact that she asked, in the 20 years we've been friends, how many times have we taken a break? And we said never.
Yeah.
I put up with him for 20 years without a break. Do you know how hard it is being friends with somebody for 20 years without a break?
Mm-hmm.
Come here for a minute. Yeah, come here for a minute. No, come stand like right here. No, just stand right here. Look. No, get in the camera shot. Oh. Okay. We've taken many breaks. Get out. Okay. But nonetheless, we're still friends. Okay. Anyway, let's just talk about this because I would not be friends with these people whatsoever. The learning that your sister is your mom. Now, we know that there's a lot going on, and a lot of families have secrets. Some have a little more shocking than others. But can you share a secret that your family had and has since been revealed or not? Well, what if you found out that your biological mother was actually the woman you grew up knowing as your aunt? Well, this actually happens more than we think, and not just in the movies, where someone's bio mom is actually their aunt or even their older sister. Well, if you've ever seen the 2011 movie Jump in the Broom with Paula Patton, Laz Alonso, Angela Bassett, and Valerie Pettiford, Paula's character is marrying Laz's character, and days leading up, we learn that Paula's mom in the film, played by Angela, is actually her aunt, played by Valerie. Elsewhere, a man on TikTok named AJ has created his own series on how he discovered that his estranged older sister was actually his biological mother. Now, AJ said he's originally from Canada, and while pulling paperwork to officially migrate to America, Donald Trump ain't gonna let that happen. The immigration office found inconsistencies with details from his Canadian birth certificate, and he soon learned that his documented birth mother was not the woman who raised him, but another woman he'd known for 34 years, his older sister. Take a look.
You know that not just me, but my younger brother and my older sister, we are all kids of who we thought was our older sister. We are all 1 year apart. I'm 34. My younger brother is 33, and my younger sister is 35. I called my mom who raised me. I confronted her and asked her, I said, why didn't you tell me? I had tears running down my face, and I said, Mom, you are not my mom, biologically. And that's when she started crying. She closed her door, and she's like, I never lied to you. Never lying and never telling the truth are the same thing. They are the same thing. Is it true that my older sister is my mother? She said yes. And I asked about my sister and my brother. She confirmed it. We are all kids of our older sister. That's when I started freaking out. I said, Mom, I need to know right now. When I called that birth certificate place and I put those information in, they never questioned my birth father. They never questioned it. And that's when she told me that they don't know my father. There was no birth father listed. And I asked about my brother. I'm like, do you know his dad? She said no. I asked about my sister. Do you know her dad? She said, I don't know. All this did was open up more questions. I hate being lied to. I hate secrets. I kept this all to myself for a few days. My birth certificate arrived. My mother listed on there is my older sister. My birth father, not listed. There is no name. I have more questions than answers. I'm still being lied to.
I do not have a relationship with my biological mother. All the comments telling me, go reach out to her. Ask who your biological father is. I haven't talked to my sister, my birth mother, in years. She's a pathological liar. She's been mean to me, mean to my parents, mean to everybody. She was in and out of the court system, had a lot of problems with legality and everything like that. So the fact that I would take her word is very slim. Maybe I will eventually reach out to her, but right now, I do not believe that she would give me the answer I want.
First of all, to AJ, you need to seek therapy. I don't think going to TikTok and telling a bunch of strangers about your mama's sister is the thing to do. What?
Mama, sister, I love it.
I'm serious. Like mama, aunt, mama, sister, grandma, mama. Like I don't think that you should come to TikTok and set up your little phone stand and light and tell us all of your business. Like I understand that it's probably traumatizing, but I think what's happening is people are trying to follow that business model of that girl who did the whole 20,000 story thing and got a deal out of it. That's not going to be everybody's story. Because guess what, AJ? In the black community, we all got mama aunties. We all got grandma mamas. We all got sister mamas. I thought I was reporting on something that's new. This is something that my community has known for decades. My grandmother had, there were auntie mamas in my grandma's house for years. So this is probably something new to you and shocking because, you know, the fragility of experiences in some communities are just really deafening. Clearly your mother's a pathological liar because she's your mama's sister. Like all those years you thought she was taking your sister to hook up with the homies. You was passing your mama around, potentially. I just say allegedly.
Allegedly.
So I don't want to make light of a traumatic situation, but AJ, we got to find some humor in the lunacy that you're going through up there in Canada. Matter of fact, we don't want you coming to the United States because that right, just leave those psychological traumatic experiences up there in Canada, and you and Drake just join a local counseling group where you can share in all of the trauma that's been caused by people who've harmed you. What's up, Kendrick? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. How would you react to finding out that that Regina, your mother, is your sister?
It would be shocking. So I understand his frustration, but I think at the same time he should be thanking Grandma Mama because Grandma Mama obviously saved him from trauma and drama with Mama Sister because Mama Sister is in and out of, I don't know if she's on drugs or what she got 3 different baby daddies that nobody knows where they are or who they are.
But his sister is his mom.
His oldest sister is his mom, but he also has another sister and another brother who are the children of his oldest sister, but they don't know who the daddy is for any of them. So they all have different dads, but they're all they're all siblings via their sister.
His sister's his mama.
His oldest sister.
Okay.
And then he has another sister who's 35.
But who did he think was his mama?
His grandmother. So he should be thanking grandma
mama and his sister mama. Y'all all a mess. Y'all done ruined this poor boy's life.
Yeah, but he should be thanking Grandma Mama because she saved him from a life of pain with Mama Sister.
Mama Sister is a descendant of Grandma Mama, and that's the reason why there's so many problems because they both fucked up. They both are. You lied to this boy. This boy, imagine growing up your whole life and you don't really know. Maybe this is made for Netflix or Tubi at best.
Tubi.
Well, either way, what if you found out that another family member was your actual mom or dad, like your grandpa being your dad? Both of my parents are deceased, and all my issues related to my parents are dead too. Like I don't have no issue with my mom, my dad. They all had their own stuff. I do appreciate growing up knowing who my parents were. I just didn't know where they were. But if you grew up, if you found out now that your parents were not your parents, would you care? Like, do you love your parents enough to care that that you want them?
Yeah, like they're my parents. They raised me.
But do you want them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like my parents are my parents. Like even if they weren't my biological parents, which they are, they took on that job and raised me until the point where they didn't have to.
But if you found out like you were adopted, would you be mad?
No, I think at this point in my life, because I'm just settled in who I am as a person. If maybe 10 years ago I'd have been like, what the. But now I'm like,
Rob,
whatever.
I think you would be mad. You would turn it into a script. You would try to make it a whole thing. You would be AJ on TikTok telling everybody about how Regina had you out there sharing the Bible with the people and all that.
Maybe, because then I would just bring it to my agents. Like, can we turn this into a Netflix deal? But like personally, I don't think I would be upset.
I saw this couple recently. There was a girl and a guy, and they were holding their baby, and they were talking about how much they loved their kid, and found out that they were brother and sister, and they had a baby together, and that they were still in love. Let me tell you, once you find out you fucking your sister, you need to stop. Like, yes, right?
Stop, because the babies are gonna come out deformed. Just stop. No babies with the siblings. Let's not do it.
First
They
of all,
will. You're not supposed to procreate that close. Like then you start getting
But
issues,
why do you have
health
to
issues.
bring out the kids' deformities?
Because that's what could
How about
happen.
it's just not right?
Well, I mean, it's not right.
Okay, true story. So my father had his wife, and then he had several kids with several different women out of wedlock. My brother Christopher told me that when he was in high school, my dad called him one day and said, "I need to meet with you." He went up to the school and said, "I got to introduce you to your sister so you don't fuck them." And that's how he met our sisters, Belinda and Felicia. Felicia doesn't like when I do that. Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Is that crazy?
That is insane. But at least he was proactive enough to be like, don't sleep with these girls at school. Cause
Yeah, he didn't catch them on the first day. My sister and brothers don't sleep together. But no, I think that, kids should know who their family members are. They should know who their mom and dad is. But there are some parents, when you grow up, your parents don't want you to know who they are because maybe they're struggling and they want you to know you had a mom and a dad in place. I know some of you who've had the luxury of having your parents your whole life think that you're walking around in a privileged world. Well, maybe one day you'll find out that it's your uncle, that's your daddy uncle, or that's your daddy grandpa. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's your cousin brother. You don't know. Oh, I'll tell you another story. True story. In Stockton, where I'm the vice mayor, there's a guy whose first and last name is the exact same as his brother's. He had 2 kids by a woman, then the brother ended up having a kid or 2 by the woman. Now the kids are cousins, sister brothers.
What?
Right. Is that crazy?
That's crazy.
So the brothers whose names are exactly the same had kids by the same woman, and now their kids are cousin brothers.
Oh my God, there's more people out there. Oh God, they just couldn't find a different person.
Well, they obviously, with the homeless rate being what it is, they could have went out there and found somebody.
Oh God, that's awful. That's awful. Well, I actually had this conversation too with some family members. My family is really close knit, but like as distant cousins started, like we kind of don't keep in touch as much anymore. But I'm like, y'all need to introduce your kids to your cousin's kids because they might be in the street one day squabbling and then they end up shooting their cousin or beating their cousin up. I'm like, y'all make sure they know who each other are. Like, it's important. You could be sleeping with the cousin.
Well, I have
beat up
lots
a
of cousins that I don't even know, but I don't even talk to some of the cousins that I do know. And it's not for anything other than my family's so huge and I'm so busy and they're busy that we really don't get together. But that's why family reunion is important.
Yes.
But then again, a family reunion, here you got to be mentally prepared for all the bullshit that come with it. I can't tell you the last time I've been in a family reunion. Well, either way, AJ, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm sorry that your mama, cousin, uncle, brother, sister, grandpa, and your whole little family org chart has been disrupted by this news. Hopefully you can update your birth certificate and find a way to make it all make sense. And you need to find forgiveness because you seem very angry. And I get it that it's probably a certain level of betrayal that you're feeling, but you got to learn how to let go. Because ultimately those are still your mama, cousin, uncle, brothers, or sisters, grandmas. Good luck, AJ. All right. Well, here's something that I know Rob can agree with. I mean, do we all need a hoe phase? Rob, you just been in it for 2 decades. Should everyone experience a hoe phase before settling down? Now, Bible thumpers may disagree, but other people will say, how else you going to know that you found the one? Hoe phases might get a bad rep because of the negative connotations with someone sleeping around with Jim, John, and Josh. I'm going to spare him. That was another story I told Rihanna.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did tell that story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But how else would you explore sex and know what you sexually or gain relationship experience? Now, let me just say this before I go on. I don't really know how we define what a hoe phase is because some of us have 1, 2, maybe 5 people that we slept with, while others, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
Stand you. Oh, God.
I'm just saying. Some have 5 or 10. Some have hundreds. Okay? And some have forgotten their count. Like some people just don't know. What?
Go ahead.
Some do have hundreds, right?
Yeah.
How many you got?
I don't know.
But either way, for some of us, if I'm going to literally be with you forever, meaning forever. I look at it like, if I go to the buffet, how do I know which piece of chicken I want to take home forever? I may want to wrap up. I'm just saying, like, okay, I don't even go to buffets, but that's not the point. The point is that if I'm going to give myself to you forever, you're going to give yourself to me forever. I need to know that you're the one. And how do you know who the one is sexually unless you've had experiences? So I'm all for spending your 20s, your 30s, your 40s in some cases, figuring that. Now, there are people who feel like, oh, I'm not going to have sex until I get married, and God bless you, because you might go to hell for something else that you did. The Bible said one sin ain't no greater than another. So y'all be trying to be clean over here when you lied over here. Your driver's license say you're 200 pounds when you're really 235. Either way, it's all a sin in God's eyes. I think that you should definitely test drive the car before you pull off the lot, because you might pull off the lot and you might find a manufacturer defect, right?
Absolutely.
And I think that people who shame people for trying a little bit of this or that before marriage, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
I absolutely believe that everyone should sow their royal oats before they settle down. Like one of my aunts told my cousin, and I will never forget this. She had just graduated from high school. Her and her boyfriend had been together for a very long time. And my aunt was like, I know you think you're in love, but you about to go to college, and I think you need to have some experiences before you settle down. Like, because you never know. Like, you've been with that one person your entire life. You don't know what you do like, what you don't like. Not even just sexually, but like in a person's personality, the way they treat you. Like, you want to get those experiences with another person before you settle down for the rest of your life with a person who may not be the right match for you.
You might hug me wrong, and I might know you ain't the one. Like, I will say, as you get older, you do figure out fairly quickly what you want, but that comes with experience. Some of y'all touting about how you're going to wait until you find the one. How do you know? And here's another question I will ask. Can a person that fills you up in every other way also be your forever friend if they can't fill you up sexually? I think that's a decision that a lot of you have to make. I'll just tell you right now, nah. I don't even want you laying in my bed if I look at you and ain't turned on by you. That means I've been around. Okay. I'm just not afraid to say it, unlike other people. Not you. We all know you've been around. Oh, God. It's not a secret. This whole topic is about you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't look at you and I have to look at you and be turned on at all hours of the day, night, day. I need to be walking around looking at you like, damn, there has to be the physical attraction. And then sexually, if we don't have the same energy or the same sexual drive or ambitions, like, what are we going to do? Sit around and play dominoes? Like, nah, ain't gonna do that. We could do that too, but like, no. So I do think that, sexual experience and gaining that experience before you get there is important. But here's what I will tell you that I didn't know for decades. You should do it safely. We've been reckless. A lot of it, we knew it, but we weren't practicing safe sex. Now, there's PrEP, there's condoms, there's other things. And so there are other mechanisms out there for you to enjoy your hoe phase. I'm not going to say that I'm going to promote doing one, but I would say if you are doing one, don't feel guilty about it
at all. And what if you end up with somebody and they got a micro penis and you ain't pulling pants down until after y'all got married? Now what you gonna do? And you got a wide set vagina, like what?
But so if you were dating somebody, they had a micro penis, but you really fell in love with them before you saw their penis. I mean, we don't need to shame micro penises.
I don't know.
But would you still date them?
I mean, do we have an open relationship?
No.
I don't know.
And look, there are some people you're going to fall in love with where you just love their company. Sort of like you have your dog. You ain't going to sleep with it. But you like to cuddle with it from time to time and like pet it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like.
So you just pet them?
Yeah.
From time to time?
Yeah, just like, hey, baby, But then you go, but then you look at Neo, polyamory. Every single partner may not fulfill you the same way. Maybe one cooks well. Maybe one has sex well. Maybe one is a good person to talk to.
Yeah.
So you have 3 that you can share yourself with. Does that make you a hoe, or does that just make you
Polyamorous.
convenience?
Not traditional.
Okay, I'm going to change my mind. You shouldn't be a hoe. None of you should be hoes. In fact, all of us should reap what we sow. And those of us that were hoes in our 20s are reaping it now by not being able to find anybody like me and you, which is the reason why, I mean, lots of people, it's so funny. People will say to me when I meet them, oh, I know you slid in my friend's DMs. Well, allegedly, AI, people, fake accounts, I'm fucking famous. I don't slide in everybody's DMs.
Well, I don't think that's why we're single.
Why are we single?
Because it's a fast food dating society now. It's like everybody dates like you're on an app. It's like, oh, you're cute, but somebody cuter might message me tomorrow on Instagram. So nobody wants to commit and settle down.
Because what are people even dating for these days? What are you hoes dating for? Are you dating for stability? Most of us want to get in relationships because we want stability. I want to be with somebody that's stable and that can create and foster stability. Maybe it's not financial stability. I got that. But it's emotional stability, a partnership where we are companions. Are people looking for that these days? I feel like people are. It's like that microwave scenario where people just want to get it really quick and just go.
That's because all anyone can digest now is 30 seconds of anything. 30 seconds of content,
That's all you get?
30 seconds of a relationship. No, I'm saying because we're all in like a TikTok mindset. So it's like we can't digest long-term relationships, which to me is crazy because I feel like we do want that because that's what we came from. That's the era that we're from. But I feel like everybody now is just a little bit less open to it. I don't know.
Listen, arguing against hoe phases, some people are saying that they aren't worth it and it destroys a person's ability to pair a bond and it's counterintuitive in making it harder for that person to settle down. I will say it is hard for me to conceptualize settling down with a person when I have had experiences with different people to know what it is I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Let Dr. Bryant tell it, though.
I love Dr. Bryant.
Stay tuned for that one. Well, 2 female artists who aren't trying to hear it are Shinseiya and Ruby Rose. Now, here's a photo of Shinseiya and her tweet and Ruby responding. Take a look. Shinseiya said, "Never had a hoe phase. I don't want none either. LOL. What's fun about being ran through?" And Ruby Rose said, "Same. Because ew. The fuck." Do you believe that? You don't even know who they are, huh?
I just think
you don't even know who they are.
Yeah,
huh?
I do.
Who is
Don't
Ruby
give
Rose?
me a quiz. Don't give me a quiz on
Ruby
who they
Rose?
are.
Who is she?
They're influencers.
Shinseiya is an artist.
Yeah, influencers.
No, she's an artist.
Influence. Yeah.
You tried it. Rob has no clue who they are. He's like, who are these people you speak of?
But I think maybe they just label it. I think it's all about labeling. Yeah, maybe don't call it a hoe phase, but like I don't think you should be like, I'm getting married and I've never seen what you look like naked, or I've never lived with you, or I've never I think you should experience other people so that you know what you like and don't like. Like I said earlier, like sexually from a personality perspective, how people treat you. Maybe don't call it a hoe phase if you don't want to, but go out and experience other people.
Can I ask you a question, people? Why is nobody perfect? I'm tired of meeting somebody who's sexy, but they got a little penis. Or they're ugly and they got a nice penis. Or they're ugly and they got a little penis. Well, that's just bad all the way around. Why is it that nobody's perfect? Why are there perfect people? Because I met somebody that was perfect, but they ain't had no money. It's like everybody's always lacking somewhere. Why is it that? Where are the perfect people? Are there perfect people?
No, and I don't think there should be.
They're doing porn. They're on OnlyFans. Like they're giving you this fantasy based.
Yeah, then they crazy.
Or ran through.
Yeah.
Like the hoe phases.
Or both.
And see how they're tearing the condom? I don't like this image. I don't think you should tear the condom. I want to start by saying, all jokes aside, because I got to be responsible. If you are going to have a hoe phase, which you should, if you choose to, just use protection. If it's not a condom, then use PrEP. If it's not PrEP, use a condom, or both if you want to be extra safe. Don't use 2 condoms, though, because 2 condoms is unsafe.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to work if you put 2 condoms on.
I've done a lot with you this show. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let it go. Okay. Next.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, listen, now that we're through our whole phases, now it's time to talk about how to make love make money. Well, when did love become a monetizable thing? And is it unconditional love? And is there unconditional love anymore? Is that enough to sustain a relationship in this era? Because it seems like people aren't looking for real love. Instead, they're just looking more for financial help, like them homeless sexuals I told you about, or to fully be sponsored and taken care of. In most cases, it's understood that relationships work best when each person meets the other halfway, like a true partnership. So if two individuals have their own goals and aspirations and don't work towards the same objective, the relationship likely won't work. I mean, I agree with that because, I mean, if you have your thing that you're doing and I have my thing, somehow we need to meet in the middle and we need to be on the same page. Otherwise, you're going to be out on the whole phase and I'm going to be out here with a micro penis thinking that it's going to work.
Yeah, and I also think that the only way that we'll get to a space of like generational wealth is if we both are participating financially in the partnership. You might bring a little bit more monetarily than the other person, but they also should bring something to the table and not expect you to just pay for everything all the time, because at that point now you're just exhausting your resources and they're bringing nothing to the table and there's no growth. And a marriage can't just be about love. It has to be about building a partnership, building a business together. And that business is like generational wealth.
And then you think about people like Nikki Baby, who had Jello, and you know he was struggling a little bit, didn't perceivably have a lot of money. He was living with her. They had their kids. The minute he got that record deal, he was out of there. Went, made another baby, created another home, and now she's a single baby mama. So yeah, I do think that like you need to be very clear on what your objectives are, so that way you have the longevity. But let's be very clear. There's nothing wrong with having a person that if you choose, meaning the same objective, I want a person who wants to take care of the house while I go and make the money. Mm-hmm. As long as you have the same objective, you both are looking for the same thing. That's cool. Well, listen, I don't know if you agree with that, but let's at least take a look at this viral post of a man revealing what it takes to have a good relationship / partnership. Look, he said, Dolph said, if I'm paying rent, she paying utilities. If I'm paying the car note, she paying insurance. If I'm washing dishes, she cooking. If I'm paying for the movies, she buying the snacks. If I'm washing clothes, she gonna fold them. If I'm sweeping the floor, she gonna mop it. If I'm paying for dinner, she gonna leave a tip. If I'm giving her, she giving me money. I think he said she giving. We both stacking. This shit a partnership. Ain't no way a person's supposed to do it alone. Y'all motherfuckers want a motherfucker to pay everything. That ain't real. It's just about money. Well, listen, some of that may be true. And I'll just say the dinner the other night with Rhea, I don't know if you noticed it, when I chose to pay the bill before, because, you know, people with money always want to take care of, just make sure there's no issue. And she went to pay the tip. That's why me and her are good partners. But I paid the tip too. But the point is that, to his point, if I'm doing this, you do that. Does a relationship have to have us sitting there taking score of everything we're doing now?
But I think in a way it does, because, and it's interesting because I just watched this clip on Hollywood Unlocked about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. And she was saying before she wanted to split everything. And then now she's at a point in her life where she's like, wait a minute, can you take on some of the weight? Because I'm a little stressed. But the reason it got there was because he said at one point they were fighting or something. And he was like, in my house, we're not going to do that. And then she was like, hold on, this is our house. And like the only way it feels like that is if you're equally contributing, because then that one person can't hold everything over your head. Like, this is, I'm paying for this, I'm doing this, and you're not doing anything. And I never want to be in a situation where somebody's holding that kind of weight in a relationship. So,
well, in their case, then that would be a transaction.
I'm going.
Hey, Gabby. Hey, Dwayne. I mean, look, I think that anything that's that transactional, I don't want. I don't want to sit down with somebody over dinner and say, if I bring the chicken, you bring the mashed potatoes. If I get the car, you put the gas in it. If I get the dogs, you walk them. Like, I don't want to be in that. I like, at least in my own life, and I try, and look, don't start throwing around, I got money, this and that, because I'm still me. I like to make things easy for us, and that's, in my opinion, being a provider. Like, I want to be a provider. I like providing for, but I don't want to be with somebody that they're with me because I'm providing. Mm-hmm. And we all know some of y'all in them halfway houses are plotting on a lonely gay. Well, here's what Chaotic had to say on 8 at the Table podcast about the whole situation. Take a look.
Trying to see at what point in life did love become monetized. Real love, man, we gonna catch the bus together. We'll sleep on the floor together. I'm talking about real unconditional love do not come with a price. It don't come with a number. When you really love somebody, real love don't think about the money. The money just come. the 50-50 or whatever, 60-40 or 110 or whatever. It just come with the territory when the love is real and genuine. You don't got to ask what kind of man you want. You don't got to ask, is we going 50-50? You don't got to ask what kind of car we going to drive. You don't even got to ask what we going to eat tonight. Real love, we'll bust down a peanut butter jelly sandwich and be happy and love each other. The problem is people not loving each other no more. People loving lifestyles. So it's like, I want to love the man that can give me a lifestyle, or I want to love the woman that makes me look like I'm the man that got the lifestyle. That's what it is. It's the idea of people thinking about how the relationship can change their life instead of just saying like, I just love you. I love you too. And we just good. Like, we can go fly kites on Sundays. That is the love really that's lasting, but we don't publicize that love. And that's why people don't understand or know it, because we don't see enough of that. We see demonetized love. And that's why we also fucked up emotionally, because we're not glorifying that kind of love. And that kind of love exists. It's happening every day. They don't care about the social medias. They don't care about none of that shit. You know how the Future say it was the love for my grandmama that made me want to do better. Love will activate that hustle. Love, because I love you so much. Even though I love you so much that you're sleeping on this floor with me, girl, I'm going to get us off of this floor. I'm going to give you everything in the world that you want. It activates that dog in you. I love you so much. I want to know everything about you, all your wants, all your needs, everything you want. And I want to help bring that to life. Love is more than enough to be. Love is an intense, deep feeling of affection for somebody. Can make you motherfucking do some strange things for them.
I'm not sleeping on nobody's floor. I have a bad back. That's number one. And I don't think you should be struggling together. The reason why some of y'all look crazy out here in the world is because you've committed to struggling and you've put the veil of love on top of that. It's almost like getting a pile of shit and putting frosting on it. Guess what? When you cut into that and you bite into that, it still tastes like shit. I'm not going to subscribe to that. Let's struggle together. No, go get your shit together. I'm going to get my shit together. Let the love we have for each other be the fuel we need to get successful to an extent that we're stable, and then get together, because two unstable motherfuckers ain't nothing but a problem for society. Now, I understand what Chaotic is saying conceptually, that, you know, we're going to struggle to mean we're going to rock together. We're going to, yeah, all that is great. But the struggling, let's sleep on the floor together and all that. If I got to sleep on the floor with the dog next to the person I love the most, how am I going to get me off the ground when I got to get you up too? No, that is not a thing. And I hope that none of us have subscribed to that. Would you do that?
Absolutely not. And this whole idea that love is enough is crazy for me. I love it. That's a fantasy. That's like a Disney fairy tale. But I think that's the kind of circumstance that works in a short term. Like, I can be so in love with you that all I can want to do is be with you. But then the moment I start feeling like the pressure and the weight of the relationship is on me because you're lazy and you're not doing anything, that love is going to go away real fast. So love is not enough. It's just never enough. It's a business. You got to build together so you can grow together.
Let me just explain to you something. Anybody you're with should want you to be independent. And here's the deal. Even if I meet somebody where they are and they're not in a place in life where I am financially, I'm okay with that as long as they got the mentality to get there, because I can give you some stability while you give me emotional support, and we can both get to where we both need and meet each other's needs. But I'll be damned if you want to move in, sleep on the floor, not do that. Like, when I tell you the way you got to have everything on 10 on the other end for this partnership to work, that's because you should want somebody who wants more out of their own individual life. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, a lot of you men, and I'm speaking directly to a lot of you black men, are extremely insecure, and you want somebody to depend on you so you can control the whole situation. That way, when they don't show up for you the way you want to, they put you out. You put them out. Nah, you should be working to build up your partner so that way your partner can have the luxury of leaving when they want to, not be obligated to stay with you in order for the lights to stay on and the meal to be put on the table. And I think, again, when you're a secure man, like for me, if I get with you, I want you to boss up because I want you to be there for me. And the minute you don't want to be there for me, I want you to go, because there's nothing worse than living in a house with somebody full of resentment that really don't want to be there, but they feel stuck. And those be the people that put that fentanyl in your cereal. And now you sit up there ODing, dying at the table, foaming at the mouth because you were with somebody that didn't want to be with you. And I don't know what it is this day and age with dating, because it does seem so much more complicated. People would assume because you have money or access or visibility, that it makes it easier. You can cast a broader net, but you casting a broader net of a bunch of shit. Mm-hmm. I don't have the answers on this. I agree with Chaotic in some of what he's saying, except for the struggle part. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna struggle with you. Yeah.
Yeah, love is not enough on its own.
Love is not enough. Well, tell me what you guys think. Drop it in the comments. All right, bye. Let's talk about these celebs out here being DL and gay baiting. Now, I don't like the fact that y'all put NLE Chop up here because you know that is not only a friend to the show, but this is it's like your little cousin at this point. He cute though, I ain't gonna lie, but he's still a little cousin. We ain't blood, so I can say that. Well, boxer Gervonta Davis and rapper NLE Choppa recently sparked some debates after one claimed women can't tell if their man is gay and the other denied being a gay baiter. Now, let's get into Gervonta first. Now, he posted a tweet that had people can't tell when they sleeping with a gay man. Well, I agree. I think that you can't tell when you're dating with a gay man, and I'm not saying you're gay, Tank, but you can't even tell when it's a gay man saying stuff like that because it's a lot of gay men or a lot of DL men who say stuff like that. I always say to myself, what would my brother do? That's like the test of what I think is straight at this point. And I don't think my brother would go around tweeting what gay people are doing, what DL men are going, because they're not thinking of them. But maybe, gaydar, maybe it's not a thing anymore. I seem to think that I know when I feel the gaydar and my gay sense is going off. But I think that women know when their man has a little zhuzh in him, you know? I think they know because it's like women's intuition, all of our intuition, there's something that goes off in us when we feel something. It's like when you're walking down the alley at night, you know you can get killed at any moment. Like you feel it, right? But I think that women in many ways are in denial of who their men are with, and they're in denial that it's partially their fault. The reason why a lot of your men are out seeking men like me and Rob is because you're just simply not taking care of them at home. And I know that that's a hard pill to swallow, and I can feel the internet right now because I know when I say something that it is, let me say it in a clippable way. When a woman's man goes and finds himself in the arms of another man, it is in part the woman's fault. Bam! Wait, where's that? I know the internet can't handle that fact, but it's true. It is true because one of two things is happening. Either A, your man likes his meal with a little meat on the side, or B, you ain't giving him what he needs or can't. And so somewhere in there, you have to be the common denominator to figuring out exactly what it is that led you to a man that wanted me. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think it comes from, and we need to do a better job, not specifically black people. I know people are probably going to hate me for saying this. We need to do a better job of not putting so many guardrails on people discovering who they are and what makes them happy in life. Men, specifically black men, is so bad for them to express themselves emotionally, and we'll sit down and have a whole conversation with you about what you went through, let you cry it out, and now you feel more emotionally connected to me than the person who you're dating. But that's because I've allowed you the space to explore your emotions and feelings. And like, we just need to be more open to allowing people to do that. And specifically, like exploring sexuality, we stigmatize, I ain't gonna never talk to a man if he's ever done anything, if he's kissed a guy. Like, don't put so many guardrails on people discovering what makes them happy. You can't do that because then they're gonna run in the other direction.
Here's another clippable fact for you. You ready? I think every woman should encourage her man to go and be with a man to make sure that he don't want that.
Oh, God.
I know the internet's going to have a field day with that.
Attack you for that.
Do your thing, TikTok. Yes. Sit down with your man, get your honey nut Cheerios, and say, babe, go out there and get fucked one time and come back and let me know how you feel. And listen, if he says, babe, I went out there and I liked it, then now you know what you have to deal with. You know, you either got to strap it up or you got to let him go or you got to give him a hall pass, but at least you know. And I say that I know my delivery at times is so jarring that it goes viral and people don't know. Let me wrap it up in a sensible explanation. every woman has the right to know what their man is into when it comes to their sexuality, because there's a lot of women, specifically black women, who are catching HIV and AIDS as a result of being with men who are afraid to discover themselves in a way that is based in knowledge and education on how to be safe and communicate it to their partner. So when you have the conversation with your man about what he likes, what he don't like, what he's tried, what he's not tried in a safe space, then that is only the time then that you will know how to move forward as a woman confident in her relationship. Otherwise, I'm telling you right now, please don't think this is just for the show, because it is for the show, but it's not just for the show. Your men are seeking us out, and it's not even like we looking for it. It's a simple, whatever. What up? You smoke? No. You drink? No. You got a PS5? Yes. Ding, 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 ding. They found their entryway into your home. Have the conversation. So, yes, gaydar is a thing, but gaydar mixed with a woman's intuition, mixed with women in doubt, mixed with women wanting to be confused, mixed with men confusing the women, it just allows for a very messy situation. Now, NLE Choppa, whose sexuality continues to be a whole conversation online because of how he presents himself at times, has been accused over and over of gay baiting. In 2023, he dropped this viral song, as we all know is going to be the song played at my wedding, Slut Me Out. And that went super viral again in April 2024, while Slut Me Out 2, as he repeatedly posted videos dancing to his freaky lyrics about wanting to smash himself, about eating coochie and booty, and he was even kissing himself on the glass and all types of things, which, by the way, is not gay because it's his body. He can kiss and express himself however he wants, but, here y'all go. Well, anyway, here's a video of him dancing. Take a look. And we're going to mute it, but we're just going to show you how he's having a good time and showing himself and loving on himself, and he's by himself and he's air humping it right there, and it's a dance. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I don't see anything gay there. I still don't see anything gay there. He's pretty good looking. Okay, yeah. Okay, anyway, that's him performing to his song. What was gay about that?
Nothing. And I think this whole conversation of gay baiting, yeah, a lot of influencers like OnlyFans and things like that, they'll do things that they know are appealing to gay people and maybe not appealing to women. But so what? I mean, make your money. And I don't think he should feel bad about what he's doing. Like, gay people going to invest in it and follow you and like it and buy it. So what?
Well, let me say this. I don't think that NLE is gay baiting. I think Choppa knows that he has a male audience that finds him attractive. I think that he provides content that appeal to both sexes. I think it shows that he's severely comfortable with who he is. And confident with who he is. I will say, he's been on my show twice. You can go look at both episodes. He was comfortable both times, but he really, has developed this relationship where, he feels very comfortable expressing himself. I do want to say something that was hilarious. I went to the dermatologist to get Botox. And when you get Botox, you have to get this numbing cream on your face. I'm going to show you the picture right here. I had numbing cream all over my face, and I put it on my Insta story, and I said, it's about that time again. And he went and he slid in my DM. He said, out of pocket or something like that. He made a joke. Some of y'all don't even feel comfortable cracking jokes like that because it's gay. As if gay is a bad thing. We dress better than y'all. We look better than y'all. We take better care of our hygiene than y'all. Our sex is more exciting than y'all. And when it's all over, we don't have to wait 9 months to take care of things that we never wanted to have living and breathing. So in many ways, you're just mad. I don't think that Choppa is gay baiting. I think that Choppa is just being himself. And in a world where people are afraid to be themselves, you're not able to see what it is. It's art. Well, the videos left him having to defend his sexuality against claims of being DL. Let me show you what he said about that. Take a look. I understand me being in love with myself as a black man is so rare to the point some people try putting the homosexual jacket on my name. But with all due respect, I love all, but my intimacy lies with women only. Well, we weren't happy about that, Choppa. If you are going to air hump your way into our lives, go the extra mile. Well, NLE even boasted about receiving so much love from the LGBTQIA plus community, leaving him wanting to perform the song at any upcoming Pride events last June. Take a look. I want to perform Slut Me Out at a Pride event in return of all the love y'all showed me. Then he went viral in September when he dropped a cryptic tweet. Take a look. I'm coming out. Which I don't know if there's ever been a coming out thing. I didn't come out. Have you come out?
No.
Well, hi, Regina.
That fit was fire, though.
It was. To put it back up there, let me look. With the little earring.
Mm-hmm, little pearls, the tank top, the wide legs. Dope.
I would smash that. Well, after sending the internet into an uproar the next day, he clarified his confession. Take a look. With the new song, a new project this month, and black duck boots, y'all ain't let me finish. LOL. Okay, well, you knew what the hell you was doing. That was gay baiting. But, you know, play into the narrative that they build on. Well, now a month ago, NLE went viral again as he posed for Playgirl magazine with his whole pubic hair out, his penis imprint, booty cheeks, and everything. Take a look. Okay, cute, hot, love it. Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing. That's what that says to me. All right, let's go for a swim. Okay, well, that's gay. I mean, cheeks is out and everything. NLE, stop playing with us. If Choppa had a sleepover and let us spend the night, is that gay?
No. I mean, if you wore that harness.
If he wore that harness and he walked by and I said, giddy up. Should we be, are we sexualizing him? Are we objectifying him?
That's what he wants.
Well, you get what
That's
you
why he
want
showed
over here.
them curly pubes.
Couldn't he have blown him out?
Just combed him a little bit.
Or put some cornrows down there? Well, anyway, he was called again over his sexuality and allegedly gay baiting, so he fired back. This is what he said denying that. Never been gay baiting. It's me showing freedom. Anything nowadays is called gay or it's baiting. In reality, I'm comfortable enough and have the utmost confidence in how good God designed me head to toe. Call me what you want, but a straight man comfortable in my skin, I am. He then posted a 6-minute video addressing the cryptics again and reminding everyone that he's still a real nigga despite exposing his goods. Take a look.
But do not say that I'm a gay baiter because I'm comfortable enough to show off the perfection that God has orchestrated over my physical, my mental, my spiritual, and even my emotions. I am not a gay baiter because I post a selfie in the mirror showing off how beautiful I am. I am not a gay baiter if I post a picture showing off how much God has blessed me from below the waist with something that got women going crazy. I am not a gay baiter because in Playgirl shoot, I showed a piece of my ass. I can't show a piece of my own ass without being called a name. It's my ass. I am not a gay baiter because I showed my ass to a lady photographer. She said, you think that you could put it down a little bit? I said, what? She said, you know, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I said, you know what? I said, why the fuck not? It's my ass. So I showed her my ass and she took a fucking picture. The same ass that a dick never been in, but a few hoes' tongue have been down there. Yeah, did. Is that? Oh, that's AO2. The older we get, a little bit far away from freedom, we do get. Listen, I am not that. And I'm only making this video because I don't care so much that certain narratives get ran. I am not that, and I am not a baiter. I don't do that. I just love myself so much. I will walk out of this hotel ass naked if I couldn't get arrested. I would do it because I don't care. I love me. And if you got a problem loving you, just say that. Some people get mad because I can still do what I want to do and I can still post up on the block like it ain't nothing. Because it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. I'm comfortable and I'm free. Stop letting my comfortability and my freedom misconstrue y'all from the fact that I'm a real nigga.
Chopper, it was you in the shower naked with water dripping down you while you had them D'Angelo cornrows in your head, making me look at every single tattoo as if I wanted to connect them with my tongue. Stop playing with us. If you gonna gay bait, nigga, we gonna roll up on you. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a couple of us out here who really about that life. He's a gay baiting?
Yeah, but I think the gays need to stop being like, they're gay baiting. Like, stop.
It's not the gays complaining.
Oh, it is.
Is it?
Yes. I'm like, stop giving them your money if you're so mad. Like, you want to look at it and you want them to, if they'd have been completely happy if his underwear would have came all the way off in those photos. So I'm like, stop pushing him, because that's what they're trying to push him to. Like, you're gay baiting.
Well, it's almost like, but in all fairness to the gays, because, you know, a lot of you gays want that. It's almost like a fish that wants to eat the bait, but it's on a hook.
Yeah.
No, it's not fair. Why put the food on a hook?
Well, don't chase the fish on the hook.
Did you see that? We want to chase it. And the Chopper also had to remind people that ain't nothing been in his booty hole, which he loves. Okay, now Chopper, every time I update the story, it's getting harder to support you, because now you're talking about your booty hole, which makes us think about your booty hole. Look at what he said.
Stop saying that I'm baiting, because I'm not. I love gay people, but I would never bait gay people to want me for a certain reason. That's not what I want to do. If I post a picture with my dick, balls, booty to the booty hole, it is simply because I love my dick, balls, and my booty to the booty hole. Let me love my dick, balls, booty hole. I can't love my own dick, balls, booty hole. What's wrong with me loving my dick, balls, booty hole? I can't love my dick, balls, booty hole now. Chop, you can't love your dick, balls, booty hole without you being called now. Okay, this is the society we live in. Well, okay, with that being said, dick, ball, booty hole, I love you. And I'm gonna keep showing off my dick, ball, booty hole. Abs, muscles, dick, ball, booty hole. Left calf, right calf, dick, ball, booty hole. Right foot, left foot, dick, ball, booty hole. Y'all ain't never seen my booty hole before, but I love my booty hole. It's my booty hole. I take good shits. Ain't nothing ever been in it outside of that. God striking. He did.
Now we want to see your booty hole. I mean, because you're promoting it.
And I think he should make a song. Abs, muscles.
No, we don't want to see your booty hole. Stop oversharing. We don't. Just please stop. But I love his confidence. I will say I love your confidence, Chopper. I'm glad that you can, as an openly straight, gay baiting male, stand online and talk about your dick, ball, and booty hole.
I think you should push him to make that song.
I'm not. First of all, I'm not gonna push him, and don't be doing
and it would
this
be
while
a
you
Grammy.
say push him. Put your hand down.
Abs, muscles, dick, ball, booty.
Just let me out.
Yeah,
No.
that
No.
that would go
No.
viral.
No.
TikTok.
No.
Okay.
Goodbye. All right, let's talk about these male actors wearing dresses. Now, we know Medea has done her thing, and we know Big Mama and Miss Doubtfire, may he rest in peace. Well, for decades, male actors and comedians have entertained the masses with their jokes and quirky personalities, and for some, they've kept us laughing while wearing a wig and a dress. Now, we've seen tons of male actors in comics in dresses like Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, and Ricky Smiley. I can't drink my drink. I took a sip, and yeah, y'all, everything I do is messy.
It was specific.
We've seen Sean and Marlon Wayans, Tyler Perry, Jamie Foxx, and Robin Williams, all to name a few. Let me show you a photo here of some people. Look, take a look. These are iconic moments. Hold on, go back. Kevin Hart, you was an ugly motherfucker right here. I'm sorry. I don't know who the fuck you was trying to be, but the fact that your hairline started in the back of your head, them teeth, them no breasts, no makeup, no powder, no just you was an ugly motherfucker right here. But I love you. Keep going. Okay. Jamie looks pretty consistent. Okay. Now, we've even seen Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, John Travolta, and Miguel Nunez. Take a look. All as women. Okay. Wesley was really doing it there. It looked like Peggy Bundy. Okay. And of course, we can't forget Martin Lawrence as his iconic characters, Shanae and Big Mama. Look. And speaking of Martin, he spoke with the Breakfast Club about it and the wild accusation of men in Hollywood selling their souls as they put on the dresses. Take a listen.
You know, I also wondered too, but growing up, you know, watching you play Shanae, watching you in Big Mama's house, I never thought anything of it. I just thought it was funny. But nowadays, you hear people say, "Oh, you know, you got to sell your soul in Hollywood, and that's humiliation rituals and the Illuminati."
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
doing what I do and doing Big Mama and characters like that, Shanae or whatever. These are strong black women, you know, and I'm a comedian, you know, and I'm not above playing a character, putting on a dress or whatever, because I'm in tune with my manhood, you know, so I know who I am, so I don't worry about all that.
Is that a missed art? Because we've seen it with you, we've seen it with Eddie, but now it seems like everybody, like he said, is afraid to do that. But
except for Tyler. Man,
except for Tyler. Except for Tyler.
Yeah. If you're in tune with your manhood, you shouldn't be worrying about it, you know? If you ain't letting nobody get under your dress.
Yeah, I think Tyler Perry's gotten a bad rep, but Madea is an iconic figure. And I do think that one could say it's an homage to black women, because when you look at Martin Lawrence's characters, we all knew a Shanae, we all knew Big Mama, we all, you know, these are people that we knew and that are in our lives. And what Tyler's been able to do for black community, black culture, black actors, actresses, because of Madea, you know, the Tyler Perry studio, all the jobs that he's created on his shows. The wigs be bad though. I ain't gonna lie, Tyler. I ain't mad at you in a dress, but I am mad at you at the wig department. The wig department ain't never gonna get an Emmy at Tyler Perry Studios, because them wigs be looking like you literally got them dust bunnies off the curb and just put them in some tumbleweed together and just sewed it in people's heads. But why do people make it such a big deal? Is it just, you know, does it go back to just the lack of male or the male fragility?
It's identity politics, which is easy. The easiest group to target for that is gay people. So we always become the scapegoat for conversations, specifically with black people. So when you start bringing politics into art and theater and performances like this, it's ridiculous to me. It's just trying to say, oh, you're demasculated because you played a woman, when in all of the history of theater, this has been a thing. Like when Shakespeare started, there was no women in theater. So the men and the boys would play the female characters. And throughout history, that's always been a thing. So sketch comedy, women dress like men dress like women, people put on characters, people dress like animals. Like, it doesn't matter. It's sketch comedy. It's meant to be
all jokes
funny.
aside, I don't know why people care.
Yeah.
You know, I said this to Rob and we had a disagreement. I don't think that not trans, sorry, y'all had a rough week. I don't think that drag queens should be reading to kids. Rob thinks that a good old drag queen could roll up there and read to a kid. I think drag queens should stay in the clubs and entertain. That's what they were created for. They weren't created to go to Pixie Woods or Ronald McDonald House or to Disneyland and fucking sit next to Minnie and Mickey and start holding kids and singing them lullabies. But I do think, like, when it gets a little too far and a little too much and starts mixing with kids, that's where they make this a thing, where like you take entertainment and then you lump it all in, but it really is the anti-gay agenda, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not threatened by straight people. I see some of y'all out there, fat, ugly, nasty, look like you smell like just smell like mildew on a Sunday. Y'all kissing each other, sticking each other's white lace tongues in each other's throats with your badass kids on leashes. And I'm not judging you. I just go, oh wow, it's a couple. You know, you guys can look at us dressed up, clean, healthy, whatever, holding hands, and you're disgusted by it. Why? Maybe it's your inner soul that wants to get fucked. I don't know what it is. I just don't understand why people look at other people and are disgusted by their lifestyle. And I really, you mean to tell me Mrs. Doubtfire is not a great movie? The message in it alone was great. May Robin Williams rest in peace. And it didn't make him a good or bad, worse or better actor. It was him just being an actor. I don't know why this is such a thing. But I do know this show has had a lot of gay topics in it. What can we tell the producers to mix in the gay topics? It's a lot of gayness. I feel gay, third party gay offended.
Well, Ariella.
That's it for this gay episode of the Jason Lee Podcast. Listen, make sure you download this podcast. Follow us everywhere on social media. Stay connected by sharing this all over the internet. If you want to text us what we can do here at the show or topics you want us to, there's a number right there, 310-388-6463. By the way, Rob is now a boxer. Every night he loves calling me to say, I'm on my way to boxing class. Yet we've not seen him in one title fight yet. When is that going to happen?
I'm not competing in the exhibition, which is happening in 7 weeks. I chose not to.
Can we film one of your exhibitions and put it in the show?
We're not allowed to film in our sparring sessions.
I will be sending Johnny with his Ray-Ban glasses to film the fight. All right, until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.
The Jason Lee Podcast.